Brooklyn Independent Television.
In case you're just joining me, we're back here at St. Francis College, and joining me is the head of the men's basketball team, Glenn Braica. Glenn is in his third season.
Third year, yeah.
Man, how fast the time has gone, right?
Flies, yes.
Last year, you guys were okay, right? But you got Coach of the Year, right?
Yeah.
Conference Coach of the Year. How did that feel?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. I thought our guys did a good job. We were picked down the bottom. I think we were picked 11th, and we finished 4th.
Right.
And the kids did a great job. They worked, came in every day, worked hard, listened, and got better as the year went on.
Right. As far as also, unfortunately, also you hosted the tournament, but you lost to Quinnipiac.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to get a home game in a conference tournament, and we played Quinnipiac, and unfortunately they beat us in the first round here. But I thought it was a good step to get the home game, and hopefully this year we can take it a step further.
And you had a lot of returning players this year.
Yes, we got a number of guys back. We lost a couple of key players, but we do have a number of guys back, and sprinkled in 2 new guys.
Right. Ben Mockford, talk about it.
Well, he's done a great job for us. He's improved his all-around game. His defense is getting better. His assist-to-turnover ratio is in the plus, which is good as a secondary ball handler, and he's a terrific shooter. So he's done a great job, and he keeps working to get better every day, which is important.
Right. I attended the game when he played against Mount St. Mary's. I mean, he was unbelievable that game.
Yeah. Well, he has the ability to break the game open with his shooting touch, and that night he was able to do that. He got loose on a couple of threes and really changed the game, gave us the separation we needed to move on.
You're big on defense also, and I've been watching your practices. I attended the practice, and you coach as though it's game conditions. You coach the players into game conditions.
Yeah, I think you have to do that. I think you got to make the practices harder than the games so that when they get to the games, they're not surprised by the intensity or anything like that, or hopefully that it's a little less than what they see in practice. That's not always the case, but we try to make it that way. And the kids like it too, I think. I think they like to practice hard and the competition and stuff like that.
Now, you're a Brooklyn guy, and also your staff is also from Brooklyn. Talk about some of your coaching staff.
Actually, Danny Nigro was born and raised in Brooklyn. Andy Johnston was born in Brooklyn, but actually moved when he was 5 years old, and now he's back. And Clive Bentig is actually from Manhattan, but spent some time growing up in Brooklyn as well. And I got a great staff. Those guys do a great job, and I think it's important when you have some allegiance to a school or an area, and you take some pride in being from here and trying to build it and make the program as good as it can be.
I know you have a share of players that are from out of the state, but you also have a share of players that are New Yorkers, local players.
Yeah, we like to recruit New York and the surrounding areas, and as well as some overseas guys. I'm not really big on going to California or wherever in the country for guys, because I think there's a lot of schools in between here and there. But I do think New York and St. Francis is a great school for international players. So we try to target some international guys, and then we like to stick to the local kids and kids from the surrounding areas.
Well, it seems to be working. When we look at your conference right now, Bryant is in the top. They're the top team in the conference right now.
Yeah, they've done a great job. They've kind of made a jump from the bottom to the top, and they've played well consistently throughout the season so far. I've watched them a little bit on tape, but haven't really paid much attention to them because we've been playing who they played against. But as we get closer to playing them, I'll get a better feel for them. But they're a good team, and they got some scoring punch and some athleticism, and they're really playing with a lot of confidence now. They've had some great wins.
And also, you're big on defense too, and I know you run a really fast break type of offense.
Yeah, we like to get up and down. We like to try and get some baskets in transition and off our defense. And I think most good teams have a defensive foundation that's solid, so we try to build that and not worry as much about some other things. I think you got to pick and choose what you're going to emphasize, and that's something we definitely emphasize.
This conversation would be right if we to talk about LIU, the Battle of Brooklyn.
It's going to be a great game. We're going to play them still twice. We play them here as well as at the Barclays Center. And, the games are great. If you look back over the games in the past, and there's been so many, and just the ones that I've been associated with, either as a head coach or an assistant, you never know what's going to happen. It's always a crazy situation, and I think the kids are always excited for it. The fans are excited. It's a great atmosphere, and we look forward to it every year.
All right. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you
for
very
coming
much.
on. Stay right there.
Watch this and other Brooklyn Independent Television episodes online at bricartsmedia.org/BIT.